Hello. Oh my God, I thought my backpack that's sitting here was my dog. Here, there was my dog. And I was like, dude, that's creepy as shit. Why are you staring at me like that? Wait. So we could do, I think I'm just gonna do the Sebring one. Just jump right into that. I hate how I can't see the cars all in one go like it could before. Actually, I'm gonna take the Corvette. Does anybody understands what these songs are that are playing? Let me know, because you're really cool if you do. I've never driven the Corvette around here. I haven't driven the Corvette in a long time, but I want to give it a go. Well, what better place to try than a week 13 race? There's a 5K guy in here. I'm gonna be so slow compared to this field. Let me at least put that fix setup on.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Now race laps didn't start. Cool. Oh, it did start, just no fucking overlays opened? Cool. Love that. Race Labs is such a giant piece of fucking shit. Tell you what. Isn't the whole point of this series is that there's supposed to be a giant sun? It's very dark. Like they're showing off the new lighting model. Sock isn't on all the way. This car kind of doesn't sound good. I also feel like I can hardly see the track. Like my lights should be on, but they're not. So I think my fastest yesterday in the McLaren when I ran this was a 202? I think it was a 202.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
That's not great. I feel like I can hardly see the fucking track. was pretty decent through that corner.
Four laps.
203. Not too bad for my
3.053.
second lap in this car here. Ooh, salsa car. Ooh, damn. That's a lot of speed through that big bend there. I really feel like I can hardly see the track if we're being honest. I feel like that's slowing me down. Like at least at night when you have the lights on, you can see in front of you. Right?
There's the flag. It's over.
When I raced this yesterday, it was like during sunset, and like it definitely was getting darker as the race went, but it was not like this. Interesting. I've never spun the McLaren in that corner, but I can see how people do it now. With the Corvette at least. I feel like with how the lighting is right now, like it feels like I'm driving with like I don't even know, like a filter. Like it's like distracting. It feels like I'm just like driving like with like one eye open or like it's just like I, I'm I'm not getting enough visual to like make it feel good. Okay, all of these like fast guys must be starting, not qualifying. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, there's no way I'm qualifying seventh in a lobby where there's 5K dudes everywhere. I'm about to get like pissed on.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. The estimated SOF is 2,787. Pit road is closed right now. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
No, should we just start on the back straight? Not have to do the whole lap. So we did in my league race here. We just like I didn't realize that was happening. We started on the back straight, and then all of a sudden it went green. I was like, holy shit! And then we were off. Great comment. This is darker than my financial situation.
Half the field is on the grid.
It's just like this should be a headlight situation. This is low visibility, right? Like, why is the race? Why is this happening?
Simple, simple, lovely.
Thanks for the follow. I'm excited though because I haven't drove the Corvette much at all, and I know it was kind of like OP for a little bit during, maybe not OP, but it was pretty good for a big stretch of last season. But I never really raced it because I raced the McLaren since that was my car during the GT3 league, so I mostly just raced that. But I wanted to give the Vet a try. So we might not be that fast. We ran a 203, which, I mean, that's pretty good, right? And my best, and I mean, the best all time in a McLaren was a 201. I guess our optimal was a 2019. It feels like, it honestly feels not too bad. Like, fuck, I wasn't even paying attention. Sorry, I wasn't looking, and I just assumed that we would be going. Well,
All the damage is repairable.
do I get a toe still? What the fuck? Dude, yesterday when I ran this, we were driving down the fucking straight and everybody wrecked. What the fuck happened? Like, I looked down for 1 second.
No one has any idea about the SR, so I'll just stop asking about it.
How the fuck? I was looking down for like 1 second. I could have like easily stopped in time. Like, what were these two guys doing? This guy turned right. And this, oh, okay. This guy was already inside a little bit more, and then he. Yikes. I think this might just mean that I'm down a lap, but I get to start immediately. I don't have to tow, which is fine. Then it's still an interesting race then. I don't really care where I place, right? Because this is week 13, but if I'm getting cool racing, like that's fun. It's just like unbelievably bad. Oh well. I forget what I was even doing during that, but I looked up and I was hitting a car. I think I was talking. Oh, I was looking at my lap times. Yeah, I think my fastest in here in the McLaren was a 201, and I'm already like, I raced 3 laps here, and my optimal is that low, which is fun. 2019. And somebody else crashed. Look at the track map. The 16 car is stopped. Oh, and then there's the 6 car trying to make their way through the pack. Oh god. What a fucking mess.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green. We're done. Get going. There's an incident behind. Left side. Clear.
Yeah, this feels like I'd get pulled over if I was driving like this in real life without my lights on. Oh, so I'm still on the lead lap. I think.
Cars off on the right. Go left.
I wonder if this is actual driving conditions in the 12-hour. Because if it is, that's crazy. Send it, pussy. That's a 5K guy behind me. What am I doing? Or that just passed me. I'm not sure if there are lights at Sebring.
Idiot. You freaking moron.
I squeezed him in the wall on purpose. I might do this race again in another GT3. I'm not sure which one I want to do. I don't really see any lights, so I assume that no, there's probably not lights. No! No! Dude, it feels like one of my senses are missing. Like, I feel like I wouldn't have done that if it was brighter out. Like, legitimately. Ooh, no, 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 no. Take out the cones. This car is definitely, like, I wouldn't say more wheel spinny. I would just say it feels more unstable than the McLaren. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate you tuning in. It means a lot. I always love when people are able to join the stream at the beginning. I feel like it picks up most of the time near the end, but at the beginning it can get a little boring sometimes. Oh shit, I didn't even see that guy behind me, if we're being honest.
Still there. Clear.
I haven't drove the BMW GT3 in a really long time. Maybe we do that next race? Or maybe the Lamborghini? God, I hope the next race isn't this dark. I haven't even set like a clean lap yet. Wow, I'm bad. I would be judging me if if I came up behind me in this current state with not a clean lap. I'm in 12th place, so I guess most of the field wrecked out or just quit. When I raced this yesterday, it was like almost like a 50-car field, I feel like. Maybe the splits were just big. Yeah, I think the whole point of this, like, in addition to it being like Sebring soon, was to show off the new lighting model stuff, and there was zero light to show off here. Unless they're showing off the fact that it's really dark. You get a lot of slip angle in this car. I think that's what I felt during that spin, which makes sense why a lot of people like this car. If you're like naturally getting that much slip angle without really having to like force it. You can control it. You can probably go really fast. I love Sebring though. For whatever reason, for the longest time, I avoided this track like the plague, because I was just like, it looks stupid, I don't want to learn it, it's flat. And then I raced it for the first time, I'm like, this is confusing as shit, I don't know where to go. And then by the end of the week racing it, I was like, this is one of the best tracks ever invented. It's not good for multi-class. I'll give it that. Multi-class is scary here. See, almost lost it again there. Like the McLaren, even in the fixed setup, just sticks through there. Yeah, that's fair. Especially like the like main like turny section. I don't know how to describe it better than that. It's not very intuitive where you need to be going. It's not like there's big arrows pointing towards like, oh, the road goes here. I can't imagine driving this track in these conditions without knowing like this track by heart, because it would be impossible to see. Like when I raced the Bathurst 12-hour and it was like pouring down rain and shit, and there being no lights and stuff on the mountain, I could see better than I can see here. But we also had headlights on. I think they need to like change, like maybe there's like a threshold for how dark it needs to be able to use headlights. I think they need to change that threshold a bit. Or maybe this is just a glitch. Yeah, it doesn't help that all of the like parts of the track are different materials, since it like used to be like a runway or something back in World War II or some shit. And so it's like looks like it might be like a like service road you're going to, but then all of a sudden it's the track. And the corners are very tight. I'm really not sure what the deal is with this lighting though.
Car stop on the left. Car stop ahead. Car stop on the left. Car stop ahead.
Ooh,
Go
two
right.
cars
Please
down.
consider 0.451.
I think my review of the Corvette though is I like it, and I think if I was using an actual setup, one of my setups instead of using the fixed, it would be even better. I just haven't tried many of the GT3s lately because I've been so focused on the McLaren. And then I kind of was convincing myself that maybe next season I just drive the GTPs. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna wait to see what next season's schedule looks like. So I want to try to stick to like just a couple series, at least in road and Formula. But I want to do more oval. But I'll have to see what the schedule looks like, and then maybe make my decision based off that. Like if the IMSA schedule looks like dog shit, then I probably won't do it. But if the GT3 schedule looks really good, I might do that, you know? It might just depend on that. I also like, if the GT3 schedule is like rockin', I would rather do a single class like series, because multi-class is fine, but it just adds like unnecessary like complication to racing, where I really want to hone in my like craft around like just like passing and racing close and stuff like that, and it's hard to do that in multi-class because you're just like traffic managing the entire time, whether you're the slow car or the fast car. The best lap's only at 2:03 right now. There's so much slip angle through there. I'm starting to understand it and control it a little better. Yeah, I mean, my original plan was to do GTPs because I'm just better at downforcey cars. Like, my I rating is much higher in Formula. And so I was like, maybe I just play to my strengths a little bit more and do the GTPs more. And I raced them a little bit last season, and I did fairly well every time I did it. So, I'm not sure. I wish there would be like another prototype only series that was like an open. How they do GT3s with the open and the fixed. With the fixed being a 20-minute and the open being like a 45-minute or whatever. I wish they did the same with prototypes. I understand they probably don't because participation would be hard with IMSA going. But it would be nice to have a prototype only open race. And I guess, why am I shifting all the way down to first? And I guess the none of the other like hypercar prototype cars really have a open only series. Every series that's only them is always a fixed. But it would be cool. I don't know what happened with this lobby. There's no way I should be finishing 8th. There's so many better guys in here. Maybe they were just like dicking around. It was very weird how like every 5K guy that came up and like passed me didn't like easily pass me. They like had to work for it, and I would expect somebody that's more than double my I rating to not have to do that, you know?
There's the flag. It's over. Great job. You did really well.
God, I feel so nice to be able to see my screen now in full brightness. I don't think I like the new uh series page. This would be fun if I was wanting to do ranked and liked the Mazda. I wish they would choose like actual good cars in this battle of the big wings or little wings because it could be a lot of fun, but like I don't own the Formula Renault. I don't want the Mazda and I don't care about the Skip Arbor enough to do it, you know. I guess there's like 0 signups on it too. So we have Sebring again, which we could do. Actually, I think I'm leaning towards right now. What is the ridiculousness at? So is that Spa? I hate this new thing. I don't think do I even own any of these cars? Oh my God. Why I hate when software does this like navigation thing. I mean, that could be fun. Let me update just in case I decide to do that. Yeah. I've never raced the Radical. It could be fun to try. And I like Spa. They need to like instead of having this UI with the 3 dots, they need to shit list each car like in a 4x4 square, list each car, and if there's more than 4, have like a button to expand it, or like show the little picture of the car in like a carousel underneath. Like this is ass. This isn't like if I were to implement UI like this in my job, they would be like this feels like dog shit. And it's not even like a swipe thing either. Like it's really bad. Ooh, okay. Racing. I wanted to see if it's already get 6 signups. It's in 22 minutes though. Should we do that or should we do Sebring again? We could do a different car this time. We could do the Lambo, the Acura. What do we think? Do the Mustang. Yeah, let's do it. Gives me a little bit of time to fuck around with it. Well, we need to do the most important part of doing a car for the first time. We need to pick a paint. Damn, 10 notifications. Look at all these people racing my paint. How many people are racing this Ferrari one these days? 33. Look at that. Look at that art. That literally took me like 10 minutes to make. I made it on accident. I was trying to make something else and I realized I didn't want to make it. And I was like, I can just slap a NASA logo on here and it'd be fine. Radical SR8, right? Yes. Just a Nick Cage one. cow. That is disgusting. Oh, it's a right-hand drive car. Oh no. Oh, I could really throw people off and do the Nissan GTO on the Radical. Because that's the other car that's in here, right? Yeah. Ooh, let's do that. Let's fuck with people. Be like, oh, that's a Nissan, and then it's not. Man, that loaded in there quick. A bunch of my friends like to drive the Radical and the Spec Ford Racer. Spec Racer Ford. And they look like they have a fun time with it. Who knows? Maybe this is going to be terrible. But honestly, this week 13 so far is pretty good. I think having that Sebring race in there is clutch. Because Sebring is fun and I'll race Sebring over and over again. I could race that over and over again. Be fine. I, f- I like go back and forth. I think I like I think I like faster cars. I think I'm better with them. Ooh, Silverstone tomorrow, that could be fun. I haven't raced that in a long time. Red Atlanta would be fun. Sebring would be maybe this is when I learn Le Mans. Maybe I get it then. I hate Barcelona. Maybe I need to give Barcelona another chance though. I feel like I really need to learn Le Mans. I feel like that's a thing. I also need to learn the Nordschleife. I've tried and I just can't max out on RAM in my head. Can't learn all that. Dude, the right hand drive is really gonna throw me off. I have no
We'll do the
expectation for how
Sebring lap
fast
to
this
get
car is
up
going to
your
be.
numbers.
What is the Porsche? Oh, the Porsche Mission R. Oh, the electric car. I was watching somebody race the Porsche Mission R yesterday, and it sounds terrible. Like, I know it's an electric car, and that's what electric cars sound like, but it is the worst noise to listen to, that high-pitched screech. I know there's the Porsche Mission R Cup, but I don't even know if it's got like that much participation. I assume no. I've never seen people really race it. Oh, okay. We can break a lot later there. I might get the Nissan GTO and try it out here. I've always wanted to try the IMSA vintage stuff. Maybe this is a good excuse to finally get it. It's so nice to be able to see the track. I feel like I'm like looking at like a 4K video for the first time. I've unlocked all my senses. What is a fast lap here so far? 2:15. Most of the time if I'm in a right-hand drive car, I move the camera to the center, at least in the LMP3. I'm just going to leave it on the right-hand side to get the full amount of immersion. Whoa. Saved it.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Interesting. I guess it doesn't like bumps. I mean, that would make sense. I wonder if they actually really ever race these here. It honestly has a little bit more pickup than I thought it would. I didn't really have any expectations, but it's faster than I thought it would be. Huh. It's got a lot of like pickup, torque, in the first gear.
A 29.46.
Hey. This sucks in the that Rouge sucks in this car really bad. I didn't realize that this car was free. They have the SR10 too, so that's probably the paid one. That's the newer one, or the faster one, or whatever. There's no Nissans in here. Not taking that corner right at all. Is that a clean lap? 2:17. Okay.
Just next to fastest lap of the session.
It honestly feels a lot like the LMP3. The, the instability of it feels very LMP3-esque. Just without as much downforce. I don't know if I'm just saying this because it's a right-hand drive car, and this is what right-hand drive cars feel like. But it feels very LMP3 to me. Like, it's powerful engine and a very light body with a lot of torque. Yeah. It's a little bit better in that corner. The SR10s are centered in the cockpit, right? I think it's just the SR8s like this that aren't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different car. You really can't get on the throttle hard. Gotcha. There's other Nissan GTOs in here. I think it would back out and take one, but there's not. So I feel like it'd be the only one, which would be kind of boring. I kind of felt the debris that time. And I'm up a second in the sector. I'm starting to get the hang of it better. It's the low speed first gear stuff that's the only thing really giving me trouble at this point. I thought it was. Maybe it's not though, I don't know. I think it is. At least in real life it is, I think. I could be totally wrong. I don't know, don't trust me. I know nothing. Yeah, probably. I could carry a lot more speed through there. Minutes until the race. 30 people registered. I'm sure it'll shoot up a bit more once the race starts. Okay. Yeah, that felt very LMP3. How I locked up there. That's probably just... This car probably doesn't have ABS or traction control. Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is.
20.137.
You can't really force it into corners. Doesn't want to go through. Oh no, the best viewers. Really need to update my chat settings to get rid of those guys. Ah. Didn't turn the car enough. It's just very, like, sensitive, which I don't mind. Like, it's definitely not the worst car I've ever driven. Like, I think this would actually be a fun series to race if it had more participation. Maybe I just need to take second gear out of that corner just to get stability. Oh yeah, 45 registered now. Damn. So there might be some Nissans, just not in the practice lobby right now. I think this car feels like somewhere between the LMP3 and the the Ray Formula Ford. Kind of with just like the twitchiness of it. how the slip angle seems to kind of work. Trying to get a drift. Come on. Let me exit. Nope. Sometimes my exit key on my keyboard just decides it's not going to work, or iRacing decides it's not going to recognize it. Okay, so it's not just a me thing. That makes more sense. Huh. So what was it? 8:46. It's nice how, like, I mean, the last few weeks I've been doing IMSA, and so I get like 2 races in the morning, and that's it. So I get like the production or the prototype challenge, and then I'd get the IMSA Open, and then my time would be done. I have to go to work, and then this, I'm getting a lot more action. I assume this is just like a 15-minute race again. No, it's just a radical race. I'm the one car? Oh god. So this isn't any ridiculousness, this is just radical at Spa. Rip. So my Nissan livery means nothing. Hopefully it just helps me drive as fast as a GTO. This car doesn't feel Never mind. I was gonna say, this car doesn't feel insanely different on cold tires. As I spin. Okay, this is oh, do I even have setups for this? Probably not, right? No. Yeah, that's how it usually works. I say something like that, and then I'll spin it. I should just keep my mouth shut about it. Oh, it's a 20-minute race. Fun. Oh man, my back just popped in the exact place where it hurt, and it felt so good. Yeah, yeah. It's already got the spa set up on, so I'm just gonna go with that. I didn't know if like anybody on any of the Garage 61 stuff I was in for some reason had a radical setup. Okay. I felt like I was about to do something. I forget what I was gonna do. Maybe not. So we're probably in the second split, which means any other car classes is probably in the first one. Oh, Luke Crane is third. Is that the guy from Team Redline? Is that him? Is he racing radicals right now? Maybe Team Redline's doing stuff and like Max and all them are in the other split and Luke is by himself. Luke Crane guy annoys me. It annoys me that I'm almost the same iRating as him. How is there debris on that track? Is that carryover from practice? Okay, cold tires. Just like any car there, you can't make that corner flat. Or maybe you can, I'm just bad, but you know.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Ooh, sent it way too hot in there. Let's go to my all-time fastest. Guess I could have dropped the fuel down if I was wanting to be extra try hard. This thing holds a lot of fuel, 21 gallons. I guess Max probably wouldn't be racing with Redline since it's a race week. I'm excited for this weekend in Melbourne. Well, Melbourne isn't one of my favorite tracks, but it'll be cool. And F1 starting again. The first bit of the season's kind of boring. Like, Suzuka's really the only good track until I think we get back to Europe. Still haven't bought tickets for Coda yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again this year. It was fun last year, don't get me wrong, but it was exhausting. No! No! Damn. That last corner is gonna be the death of me, huh?
25.3.
I'm gonna be really interested to see how fast Haas is. See if they made any strides with this new Toyota thing, or if it's mostly gonna... I feel like they're probably mostly just focusing on the 2026 car. It'll be interesting to see if Red Bull is back on track. Like, the car still wasn't looking particularly great at the end there, to be honest. I'll be interested to see how Liam does. I think getting rid of Checo was the right move, but I don't know if Liam was the right move. Like, I wish they just wouldn't have re-signed Checo to begin with, so that way they could have been more, like, on it when it came to the driver's market. I really wish they would have just brought Carlos over. But if Mercedes didn't sign Carlos, maybe Carlos was really dead set on just being a #1 on the team that he was going to. I'm slow. I lost a second in the third sector. Yeah. I think getting rid of Checo was the right move, though. He was getting, like, very complacent, I think. His reaction being, I'm racing for Red Bull next year, like, stop with the rumors, like, just showed, I think, how complacent he was. Terrible lap.
There's the flag. It's over.
I wanted to see if Redline's streaming and who is with them. They're not. Is Luke Crane just by himself? I don't follow Luke out of pure spite. Dude annoys me. Is he just racing for fun? Maybe it's a different Luke Crane. Doesn't look like he's streaming. Wow, I'm not at the bottom of the list. That's great.
Good luck, everyone. Have fun.
Oh god.
I think your voice changer still on.
Wait, that's not how you spell Luke Crane. It's Crain. Oh no, maybe it is. Oh, he is streaming. Let's fucking ruin his day. No, I don't want to get banned.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. The estimated SOF is 1,330. Closed. Pit road is closed.
I love when tracks you can start mid-track instead of having to go all the way the fuck around it. I hate pace laps. They're boring, and if they're not boring, that means it's not good. Just takes forever. But I also hate
Waiting on the final car to grid.
standing starts too, so I just can't be pleased, I don't think. Yeah. He's their commentator guy. I don't know. I think he's supposed to be their personality, but he just annoys me.
Pass me. I can't go.
Oh god.
Jets up.
Sorry, I can't go.
No damage. Car looks clean. No damage. Car looks clean.
Off to a hot start. Is this Oliver guy a fucking weeb? What's going on with him?
After 16 car.
This guy in front of me is pissing me off.
Get ready, going green.
Like, if this was an official and this used brake checking like that, I would 100% sure file a protest. That's fucking crazy. You're absolute fucking moron.
12. Carbine. There's an incident ahead. We've got big problems with that engine. I think you lost a lot of power. All the damage is repairable.
Oh
All
my god.
clear. Punch it.
Oh, okay. Is there no tow? Did I, because I towed before the race started, I'm good? Let's catch him.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. You idiot. Why you go on me, man? You haven't been to your faster. Just fucking press the brake to not cook me, bro. You are behind me. Of course you are faster.
We'll watch the replay at the beginning of the race here after this. I feel like I'm not going to make it to the end. I already used my one fast repair. We're like 2 for 2 on... Fuck. Wrecking in the pace lap so far, so that's good. At least this is happening now and not in officials. Look at this absolute boner. I feel like the Luke guy left. Because I'm in 8th place. And I don't see him ahead of me. I don't know if he'd be behind me. I don't know. I'm not going to pull up a stream and drive at the same time because I am not good at that kind of stuff. I honestly might just quit. So I don't think I'm going to catch these guys, so it's not even going to be good racing. And then just go do Sebring again or something. I feel like that's a good plan. I'm glad I tried out the Radical. I'm just gonna drive the absolute piss out of it and then see if I wreck. Oh. I hate the yellow and red flag. I keep thinking it's a yellow flag. Yeah, I'm sure. I could see how it would be a lot better on smaller tracks, probably what it's designed for, right? I feel like it would overheat on streets like this. Okay, I'm done. gonna be boring. Oh, Luke Crane's still in there. What happened at the first lap? Oh, so the leader was not only he was being a fucking dick and like not going, not going. These guys started flooring it. That guy floored it almost into him, broke really hard, and I had nowhere to go. What's this guy's name? Oh, though that makes sense. I wish it was just a different color. Is my auto switch not working? That's interesting. Apparently, the iRacing window isn't being recognized by my like auto switch plugin. Weird. Okay, we're gonna do Sebring again, and this time we're gonna do a different car. The question is, which car? We have everything but the Audi. I feel like I'm leaning towards the BMW because I haven't raced that in a long time. I also could do the Lamborghini for the same reasons. Really? Hmm. Let's do the Lambo. Uh, Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, should I buy? Let me go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. GT3 BMW. I know that the Audi is very good at like certain tracks. Like I think it's really good at like the Long Beach Street Circuit. Oh God. Look who the cat dragged in. He decides to finally show up to one of my streams. Unbelievable. Worst mod ever. Ugh. Yeah, man, kids are gross. They get you sick. You know who doesn't get me sick? My dog Wally. Though to be fair, he threw up everywhere last night. Very random. I don't know if his tummy hurt. I don't know if he ate something. He probably hears me talking about him. Man, this is taking forever to fucking load. Like, it's not even saying, like, launching. Or, like, it doesn't even give me a progress bar. There it goes. Jesus. Wow, very high up in this car.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Okay. I don't even know what the fuck paint I have on this thing. What does it show? Oh, this Momo one. Okay. Ugly ass one. Yeah, a little bit of light. Maybe it's running off of like IRL time right now. Ooh. Oh, is this gonna be as unresponsive as the BMW or the GT4 version of this car? Though I guess it would be a lot lighter, right? Because I'm in Central Time and it's already bright as shit outside. Ooh, this car feels terrible.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
It's too bright. Dude, you should have seen the last race. I couldn't even see the car in front of me. This is the BMW. Ooh, I might have to switch cars. This is really bad. We'll give it a fair shot. Like the brakes feel bad. The gearing is weird like it is in the other BMW cars. No, this is the GT3. It feels like I'm not going fast, or it sounds like I'm not going fast. Maybe that's just how this car sounds though.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
Go away, penalty. I thought I might like this car. Like, I can barely hear the fucking thing. Oh, I also have my volume turned down. I mean, that... Still really can't hear it, but, you know. Ugh. We'll give it a full lap and see what happens. It's so quiet. Oh god. I hate the M2.
Right side. Clear.
The brakes seem bad. I'm letting them warm up a bit though. I like the old BMW GT4, but it's like it was only good on some tracks. Like a technical track like this, it would not be good. Fuck. You really have to get on the brakes there. Fucking spam caller. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this car. I think I bought it because I liked the GT4 version, and then I don't think I've touched the car since. Oh, my race is starting. I guess this is our car. What kind of lap did we just run? A 2:04.8? I mean,
4.8.
maybe by the end of the race I can get a little bit faster. Guess we're doing it. We don't got a choice now. Yeah, I don't like anything about this car. The handling is a little weird. The braking kind of seems bad. It sounds like shit. Like normally this car is good at the Nordschleife. I thought I saw other people driving this before here, like this week. I mean, they could also just be doing what I'm doing and fucking around. I haven't spent much time in the Acura. I got it and tried it out and it was okay. What is this dude in first place doing? He's got a 1.0 A license and he's racing unranked. You gotta go get your safety up, dude. Gotta get demoted. Or he just does GT3. God damn it. Is it this shit again where I can't fucking see? What is this track called? Sebring? Is it a little bit brighter? I think it's maybe a little bit brighter. God, somebody needs to turn on the fucking lights. Nice. I think it's maybe a little bit brighter than before.
Alright. Clear on the right.
Sorry.
Oh, this is another stacked lobby. There's a 6.8K guy up there. God, those brakes sound terrible when they're fucking, whatchamacallit, cold. I need to change the camera so that way it doesn't get so, oh, whatever. So loud. I guess the McLaren's brakes are kind of like that too when they start out. Well, I mean, a lot of cars' brakes are like that. This one just seems extremely more high-pitched, probably because you can't hear the engine. Like, this engine sounds like a fucking Camry. Like, it doesn't sound like I'm in a GT3 car. Maybe it sounds better on the outside of the car. That is the worst noise. It's still pretty dark. I think it's as dark as it was before. I feel like I need to turn up the in-game brightness. God, that braking sounds terrible.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your
Yeah. I agree. Ooh, almost lost the car. Oh, sick. Off track. God, this car's bad. At least at this track. You race daily? What? Oh, this car. Yeah, your grandma is probably better, honestly. There we go. You never drive either, to be fair. You just put it in autopilot and then hit go. Christ, that was a mess. That was messy. Okay, let's not get an off track this time. My lap time was at 2:02. I find that very surprising. Did you see the RFK Junior Steak and Shake interview? Our Secretary of Health is doing an ad in an interview at Steak and Shake, one of the most unhealthiest places you can eat. I didn't realize his voice sounded like that. What a weird guy. I don't care, he's a fucking villain. He's got worms in his brain. I'm only ableist to people like that. We'll leave it at that.
Chicken flag, chicken flag.
And you really have to slow down for that corner in this car. I guess I feel like most corners I'm braking harder than I do in other cars. Maybe I should just take the McLaren next race and just whip it around this thing. Damn. Some dude did a 159 up front. You can hardly even see my car. Those running lights need to be brighter. I feel like they don't actually emit any light.
One to
They're
go.
just for
Next
show.
time by.
And
Line
then
up on
it
the
doesn't
right
actually
side.
emit any
The
light in front of the car in the
estimated
game.
LF is 2,563. Closed. Pit road is
God,
closed.
my upper
There are
back
a
is
lot
so
of points
tight.
on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
I think I slept on it wrong.
Half the field is on the grid.
What do you mean? You're the one that
Guys, can you hear me?
left game night early to go sleep. What is sleep? I've had no problem adjusting, to be honest. I also take trazodone every night, so I kind of just fall asleep about 30 minutes after I take that. I didn't even realize that the time changed, to be honest. I was like, I didn't realize it was this weekend, and then I saw the clock was wrong on the microwave.
Five cars left the grid.
Yeah. My Apple Watch tracks my sleep good enough for me.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car.
Yeah, I know. Maybe when we buy a place. I want to get a better mattress. Yours is fine, but I'd like to get one that like I can tilt like an old person, so I can sit up in the bed and watch TV. Nice. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I feel like we're like not buying furniture until we buy a place, really. Because I'd want to get a king bed. And though we could technically fit a king bed in our current bedroom, I'd rather just not deal with that right now.
Jetstar 47. Car.
Well, when the market crashes, I'll buy a place. As long as the value of the dollar doesn't fall, I got enough laying around liquid that I could just
Jetstar 47. Car.
buy a house. Though my retirement's not looking good. I've lost like 15% in the last like 2 weeks. Which is an insane number when you look at the dollar amount that's lost. It's not looking too good. So I might not retire, but I'll have a house. Oh, somebody just rear-ended somebody.
There's an incident behind.
They should really change the time of day for this. This is terrible. Or like make it not cloudy. Maybe that would help. Because I think it's the same time of day as it was maybe yesterday, but because it's so cloudy, you don't get any sun.
Jetstar 47. Car.
This cable's getting in the way. I put my headphones on wrong. It's okay.
Jetstar 47. Car.
almost killed that man. Oh. Let's see. Well, so far we've, knock on wood, made it through the pace lap. That hasn't happened so far today.
Catch star 47. Sharp. The pace car is off. Be ready. Green flag, green flag. Left side. You got a slow car on the right.
Ooh.
Stay on the right. Go left. Still there. There's an incident behind. Clear. Car on your left. Go right. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Stay on the right. Still there. On the line. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear on the right. 2 wide. There's an incident ahead. Clear on the right.
The awareness isn't great with that one.
Car looks fine. No damage to report.
What a rejoin, mate. You are very good.
Hey, I know it's week 13, but you can't just like drive back onto the track into the side of people. Like, you can still get protested and do dumb shit.
Is the guy
Not
behind me
everyone
the one
wants to
that I
cannonball off the star
that
line
ran
and
off the
overthrow
track?
their crash.
Slow car ahead. There's an incident ahead. Slow car ahead.
I remember what his name was.
Right side. Still there. Clear on the right.
Yeah, the guy just like didn't even take like a line. Like everybody was side by side through there, and he just like acted like nobody else was on the track. Ooh.
There's an incident ahead.
Surprised I didn't get any damage, honestly. Guess this car's a tank. Ooh.
Incident ahead. Go right.
Damn it.
Right side. 18.578. Clear on the right. You're in the top 20. You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
Oh, I thought I dodged it and the car like totally lost balance. Honestly, I would have made that through in the McLaren. The weight transfer was too much there for the little BMW. Oh well, now we can watch the lap 1 replay. Dude, people are just like driving like boners. I think this is the same guy that got yelled at for coming out onto the track. Or maybe he yelled at somebody else.
So that wasn't the hairpin, that was a really
I'll have to
early
see
move.
if the... Oh, I don't want tires. God damn it. Forgot to turn off the tires. Like, it's mostly A and B class in here, right? There's not like much other people, but everybody's driving like they've never fucking drove on Sebring before. Like, every race today and then the race or two I did yesterday, it's like the same shit. Everybody's just like driving like morons. I wonder if it's just because they don't give a shit, which, sure, but I feel like a lot of these people it's just a skill issue. Maybe they drive something else on road normally, and now they're driving this because it's week 13. Like that one guy, the guy that caused, like that green guy that spun out that then caused the other guy to fly across the track, which caused me to spin out. Like, how are you hitting the wall like that? Like, what are you doing? Like, clearly you've never drove on this track before, because that's like such a like boner move. That just means you have no idea what you're doing.
10 minutes to go.
I don't know. Some of it's hard, but not hitting the wall there, pretty easy. When you see the car drifting out towards the wall, you let off the gas. And then you don't hit the wall. It's a rad concept. Well, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Leon, but... I feel like the dude was like, after he hit the wall, he kept trying to save it. Like, dude, it's done. You hit the wall. Just, like, bail out. Ugh, that was a shit. If I hit the wall, I'm gonna feel like such an idiot. That was a shit corner, though.
You're in the top 20.
I'm only down one position where I started from. I also should have held the brakes more after I crashed there. That was not cool of me to not do that, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like a very avoidable move. Like, nobody was pressuring him. He was kind of by himself. We caught up to him because he hit the
Fucking
wall.
idiot.
Just idiot.
I love the classic people. They say fucking idiot, and then most of the time it's followed up with you ruined my
Sorry,
race.
This wasn't a 10. Sorry.
It's like classic, predictable. What is today? Say Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah, maybe he just drove straight into the tire barrier.
2.557 laps of session.
I mean, I would have more respect for not seeing that tire barrier and running into it than hitting the wall, you know? Because you can't really see it with there being no fucking light. So this car isn't as bad as I thought it was. I also feel like I'm going faster than I think I'm going, which is something that happens in the GT4 too. But I don't love the car. It feels like it's numb. It feels like I'm driving a numb car. It feels like the new GTP with the tires numb. This is not understeery, really. It just feels not, like, responsive. Yeah, this is what we were saying all last race, like, the headlight should be on. Like, I feel like if I was driving like this on the road with this kind of lighting, my headlights would be on. They would, like, automatically turn on. My headlights automatically turn on when I sit under a bridge in traffic for more than, like, 5 seconds. Like, I don't get why headlights aren't on. One thing I am liking though, and it's probably just a product of this being Sebring and me knowing the track really well, is I've switched GT3s a few times now this week here, and I've been running similar-ish lap times, which is encouraging. Fuck, as I totally botched that corner. If I could see, I feel like I'd be running like at least a half a second faster. I'm operating so much off of just like instinct of the track and kind of seeing outlines of things. Like this feels like what I would imagine not being able to see far things feels like. Like I can't see up close things. Like this feels like, it feels like my astigmatism with the lights, but there's no lights. Or you can't really see because it's so fucking bright. But it's not bright and you just can't see. Yeah, I see outlines of cones ahead that I know I need to brake at. And I can't really see it like for sure until I'm right up on it. I just kind of know it's there. If I didn't know this track, this would be a nightmare. Maybe that's why so many people are bad, they just don't know the track. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm trying not to strain my eyes, so I feel like when I'm going like down straights and stuff, I'm just not really looking at anything until like right when I have to. Which is not good when you're driving a race car, but you know. I feel like if I put my glasses on right now, it wouldn't even help that much. It's just so dark.
2.712.
Like the car is numb,
Running
but like
0.534.
if I hold like a hard angle on the steering wheel in those high speed corners, it does it. It doesn't like understeer, but it just feels like unresponsive while it's doing it. Maybe it's kind of like how the Porsche is, where there's just no force feedback. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. I also feel like my lap times here have been pretty good this week. Like if I was in a normal split with people around my IR, like I'd be pretty happy with 202s consistently. No. Thought I lost the car. I feel like maybe it's just my other monitor is like brighter, but I feel like it looks better on stream for that preview window. Maybe it's just that monitor is a little bit brighter than this one. I think I have the brightness jacked all the way up on that thing so I could just see things more clearly anyways. Hey, a 201.
1.823. Just set the fastest lap position.
Maybe the BMW is good. Because I haven't ran that many 201s in McLaren, honestly.
Set the fastest lap.
I also get a ton of wheel spin with that car depending on the setup. Maybe I main the BMW now.
Yeah, of course you're gonna do that.
I had a lot of fun with the Vet in the last race here. think I broke too early. Well, maybe not. This corner, it feels sketchy in this car. I think it's just the braking. I think I don't know. The brakes feel like not as good as the other cars. I don't know if that's because I'm going faster, or if just the brakes aren't as good in this car.
White flag this time.
Thought I almost lost the car there for a second. Hesitated on throttle. No bueno. This Apex setup on here feels great though. I feel like the fixed version of this car would be a lot worse. I need to get sponsored by Apex. How much I like their setups. For all 2 of my viewers to sign up. At 98 followers though, look at that. Almost to 100. Fuck that corner.
Simple, lovely.
Well, there we go. Look at that. 99. You ask and you shall receive. Yeah. Yeah. I think that, yeah. I haven't drove the M2 too much, but the GT4 BMW, at least the old one was the same way. And the BM4 GTW, BM4, the BMW GT4, there's also so much torque in your gears where you don't have to shift as much, which is like feels very unintuitive. But when the gearing is wrong, then it feels like really bad. Okay, I wanted to see. Let's go to me. Oh damn. Poor guy. What lap is the carnage here? Who was the guy that set up brakes? Nicholas. Is he around? Oh yeah, he was referring to me. Ooh, oh no, he wasn't referring to me. Jesus Christ. This guy came in from downtown. Fucking hell. Oh my god. I thought he was just talking about me not holding my brakes, but no, he was talking about that guy actually not using his brakes. What time is it? When will this race get over? I hate this new UI, honestly. I'd liked the old one better, and I'm not just saying that because I don't like change. Legitimately, like most of the time it had like the estimated ending time with practice and all the qualifying, so I don't have to do the math myself, but it doesn't show that anymore, I guess. So I start. What was my last race? So it's 9:52 right now. And my last race started at 9:15. Started at 9:15. So what is that? That's over half an hour, right? Or is this the practice? No, this is the race. Okay, so I don't have enough time for another one then. Oh. Yeah. Something with the new iRacing UI, or maybe my OBS is broke. It doesn't detect the iRacing UI for some reason. Yeah, so if I start this race, I won't be able to finish it. Is there something that starts? Well, all these are 15 minutes. How is so it's what? 3 minutes of qualifying plus 8 minutes of so it's 11. 11 plus 15. Yeah, I won't have enough time for another one. Darn. Right? That starts at 10:30. Yeah. So I think I want to do more of the Sebring again tomorrow. I might be on streaming tonight. I'm not sure. Um, what is this? Oh, street stock stuff. Oh, is it street stock at the Daytona road course? That's actually hilarious. Dude, fuck this UI. Let me just see all the fucking cars. Like who is their QA team? Because they give terrible feedback. Like there's so much stuff that's just is terrible patterns that they put everywhere through this UI. And you think the new stuff would be intuitive, but it's not. Is this the Pink Pony Club? No, it's not. Sounds like it. Funny forecast. Pouring down rain and what is in this? GT4s. I hate this. I hate this selector. It's so fucking bad. I should be able to click this and see all of the GT4s. Or one of these. Yeah, like all of this stuff is great. And like this layout is like cool, I guess, too. Honestly, this thing is the thing that pisses me off the most. Didn't one of these change too? No. Yeah, I'm sure. The other thing I want to try this week is this. Is this the oh say so this is the new track that I have to buy, but it's in the in the IndyCar. Which is it? Is there a lot of people racing this? Oh, one person in the last split. Never mind. Why doesn't anybody like IndyCar? It's such a fun car. I don't what does Blizzard Series mean? Caution laps don't count, so you'll be doing this needs to not open up in this. This needs just to show it and push everything down. Like I do this UI thing, building these for a fucking living, and I would never build something as like half fucking baked as this. Also, why is this just gray? Like, and then the at is gray. Like these two don't have the same prominence. They shouldn't have the same prominence. I guess this is turned into an iRacing. This is also spinning the wrong way. It should go that way. Or wait, No, it should go from right to down. Pointing down is incorrect. It should, if they're keeping it like this, it should go the other way. Ugh. This is nice. I like that. The space, there needs to be spacing between here and the menu though. It's like flush against it. That's bad. Like it's just 100% flush. I also don't like, they could have just put these buttons side by side versus having this huge register button. Like what does it look as I shrink it? Does it ever go side by side? No. Yeah, that should be side by side if like the register button's that big. What is this? That's fine. These 3 dots are too small. This button needs more padding. There's no way that that's accessible. It's not big enough. Like look how giant these are. Look how small this is. And why does this one open to the left and this one open to the right? Make this should be centered. Ugh. Man, hire me, iRacing. It's my job to care. I don't like, why are all these opening to the right? Like all of these should open on the left or center, and it should only open like on the right if it's up against here and can't display. Like this opening on the right is stupid. It should open this way. This is an action and it doesn't have a tooltip, even though this action up here has a tooltip. Hope somebody from iRacing is watching this. Why is this a question mark? And why is this an I? It should be the same. The animation is smooth though. This is pretty tight. That's interesting. 3 tracks unlicensed. Oh, so it lets you add all the tracks for the series. That's nice. That's really nice, actually. God, why does this open towards the right? Why is this separated? Like, there's one thing under here. It doesn't need to be separated. It doesn't need to say go racing and more info. Like, that's it. It says view track already. We already understand that it's viewing the track. You don't need to put more info above that. Unnecessary. You can hardly tell the difference between the background of this toggle and the background of this. Like, I thought this was just a white button. I was like, what the fuck does this do? You can't even see. Like, you can't even see the toggle. See, this opens centered. I guarantee this popover menu is the same one as this under the hood. If it's not, that's a problem. Does it open the same animation? It does. Yeah, it's probably the same. This doesn't have keyboard accessibility. You can't just type like you can with a normal select. Fuck that one up. And also, like, all of these are the width of the button above it. This one isn't. This should just truncate the text or not have as much. Like, it should truncate the, like, we don't need to know the series here. Like, we already know it's the Blizzard series. It says it up here. Just say this. Like, that's stupid. Man, I should do this as a job or something. Why is this control different from this control? This one probably has keyboard accessibility. It does because it's the native control. And these are the other ones. Why is this different from this? Why are these buttons so small? Also, why is it... What the fuck? This one's fully rounded? Why does the top one need to be rounded? Oh, because the control thing's rounded. Interesting. That should have a tooltip. This is too small. The text looks smaller in this one than this one. This should be aligned right. This text above here. It shouldn't be aligned left. Like, why does this have a tooltip and why doesn't this have a tooltip? Like, what am I downloading? This is nice how they have the popular time slots. There needs to be less spacing here or a better way to signify that this is the top. Like, look here. There's like not that much spacing. But for here, there's a ton of spacing. Not that much spacing, ton of spacing. This is nice. This needs to be aligned flush to the right. I don't know why there's this space here. It's totally different from the space over here. This needs to be a different color too, because you can barely read the times. You can't even see the times on this one. It's so small. Like, it's unreadable. And it's this stupid gray color. This is cool. How it highlights the color in there. Why is this backwards? Should be week 1 and then week 2. Have we seen a label like that before? No? Where did this bold capitalized text come from? It's used nowhere else. Like, that's strange. This is nice. This text is too small. This text is too small. We have an I here, right? See how it's the information thing, right? But then like back over here. It's a question mark. They're the same thing. Yeah, this is all way too small. If I make this thing bigger, does it get bigger? No, the text stays the same size. Why is only the icon hoverable? Why do only some of them have something? 0 out of the 156 total time slots this season have had enough drivers participating. Why does this one need more information? Okay. Maybe that should be one of these I things. I don't know. Why is it a different pattern for that same information? I don't know. I saw somebody tweeting on that's a engineer at iRacing that does this and was just like making some pretty like bold claims about the work that they do there and how like good it is. It's not good.
Simple, simple, lovely.
Hey, 100 followers. Oh boy. I think. Still says 99 for me. Oh no, there goes 100. These should have... Oh, these don't even work. Oh no, there it goes. Oh, this switches between this. I thought this was going to go to the next series in the list. What is the point of this? Wait, so if I go here and go back, okay, it's a back and forward button. That just seems unnecessary. That seems so unnecessary. And there's no breadcrumb there. But then there, and then it just jumps right into here. Like, what is the point of this? So this is the same as Go Racing. Why even have this as a clickable thing? If I click it, it goes back to Go Racing. Like, get rid of this. Or no, maybe keep that, but like, I don't like that at all. This sucks. Is there anything else different here? Is there an official series that actually runs normally? Here. It was this one, wasn't it? Oh, there's no standings for... Wait. Oh, because it's not a, like, ranked one. Is there any ranked one that runs normally? Can I do this and then... Is none of this... Oh, because it's all unranked? Where's one that's ranked? This one probably has it, right? Oh, there we go. Finally. Why did it double load? Why is it refetching when you go back? What is this? This should just be here. You already loaded the data. Why are you loading it again? And why is it flashing? That's not good. It's just like, you can tell that these people aren't good engineers. There needs to be way more space between here and the bottom. Like, I'm sure there's a designer that has designed all of these screens beautifully in their design software, and they all look great. But then the engineer implementing this is a fucking neckbeard who doesn't like care, or like isn't good at like looking at a design and understanding how it should be built. Like, wait, how did I switch everything? Oh, did I click on this? Oh, I hate that. Just make this control bigger. Why do they all have to be the same size? This one's not the same size, and this one doesn't even have any fucking text in it that's longer than this. Oh. Should I just send this, clip this, send it to iRacing and be like, hey, this is everything wrong with the new UI. Here you go. Maybe I will. I mean, it's an improvement to what was before. This sucks. Like this, not being able to see all the cars sucks when there's multiple cars. Where is there? Like, this sucks. Like, why don't you have this control here? Or even better yet, you click the fucking car and it opens up all of the cars. Or even better yet, have 3 cars, and if there's more than 3, you have this button to expand and see all of them. Like, this is ass. This is so bad. This is fine. What does this open up? This doesn't match. Like, what is this? These buttons don't seem the same as the other ones. Why is this star so small? These icons need to be bigger. There's no reason for them to be so small. Okay. Yeah, I think I am going to clip it and send it to them. I was very mean, but there's so many issues. Why does this say search twice? Like, I understand it's a search. You don't need to give it a label. You make, if you're worried about accessibility, which I know you're not because the rest of this thing isn't accessible, you can just have this label as a hidden label and it'll still be accessible. You don't need to show search twice. God, and this spacing between here, terrible. There needs to be more spacing. There's more spacing between this and this than there is between the section before it and that. but then there's a ton of spacing here. I feel like this amount of spacing is different too. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's more stuff I'm gonna notice, but yeah, that was fun to pick apart somebody's UI. I'm sure somebody would do the same about the stuff that I do every day too. So I can't feel too bad about it because nobody makes perfect things. But there you go, iRacing. If you don't have QA people for this UI, or just an engineer who knows how to build it with any kind of taste or craft, now you have this video. But yeah, I'm gonna end stream. I'll be on 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning as usual. And I think we're going to do Sebring again, potentially. Yeah. What is the prototype at tomorrow? Wait, did it just... If I go here and click in, it started there. Like, so notice I see everything here. If I go back here, hit it, I'm scrolled down incorrectly, I think. If I scroll down to here and click it, yeah, I'm scrolled down way too far. It needs to be scrolled to the top. Jeez, guys. That's such an easy thing to do. But anyways, back to what I was doing before. Silverstone tomorrow. We might try that out. But yeah, I'll